Hey guys, it's Mr. Gooden from Gooden's Math Tutoring. Today we're going to talk about how do we find the equation of a line given only 2 points, all right? There's two ways we're going to be going over today. One using point slope form. Hopefully you guys are familiar with this. And also using slope-intercept form. This is probably the form most people are familiar with, but both are good methods. It's up to you to choose which one you guys like, all right? So the first thing we want to do, if we're using point slope form, is we're gonna have to find our slope, and we're just gonna need a point. All right, we're already given 2 points, so we're taking, we've already taken care of having a point. We already have 2 points that we could possibly use. We just have to find our slope first. All right, so what we need to do is use our slope formula, which is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now you guys should be familiar with using the slope formula. You could pick either point to be your x1, y1, or x2, y2. It doesn't matter. Just be consistent. So if this is my first point, that'll be my x1, y1, x2, y2. And we just substitute it into our formula. So we wind up with m equals y2, which is negative 4, minus y1, which is 7, over x2 minus x1 equals negative 4 minus 7 is negative 11 over 1 minus 2, which is negative 1, and negative 11 divided by negative 1 is positive 11. All right, now we have our slope, and all we need is a point for point slope form. We already have 2 points here, so what are we going to do? Just pick one. It doesn't matter which one you pick, you get the same answer. I'm going to go ahead and pick this first one that we have here already, and I'm going to substitute it in. All right, so we're going to go into our formula y minus our point y1, which is 7, equals m, which is 11, times x minus x1. I don't know what happened to my 1 there. There it goes. X minus x1, which is 2. All right, this is point slope form. Now all we're going to do is just solve for y. We're just going to simplify. So we're going to distribute, and we wind up with y minus 7 is equal to 11x minus 22. And then what do we do from here? We bring this 7 over to get y by itself, add 7 to both sides. We wind up with y is equal to 11x minus 15. And there you go, guys. We just wrote the equation of this line that passes through these 2 points, okay? Now, what happened if we would have used the other point? Just to show you, I'll do that on the side over here so you guys can see that it winds up being the exact same answer. So if we did this, say we use this point here, right? We'd wind up with y minus, in this case, negative 4, right? Equals m, which is 11, times x minus x1, in this case would be 1. All right? Now whenever we have a minus negative, right, it's going to be y plus 4 equals 11 times x minus 1. All right, and then from here, all we're going to do is distribute like we did before and solve for y. So y plus 4 is equal to 11x minus 11. And then we minus 4, and you can see we wind up with the exact same answer. Y equals 11x minus 15. All right? Now, that is one way we could do this, guys, using point slope form. Now, the other method is using slope-intercept form. All right? And, guys, again, it all depends on which method you prefer. Both of them are great methods to use. All right? Now, if you notice with this now, we're trying to find the equation of a line that goes through these 2 points. And in this time we're going to use slope-intercept form. And in slope-intercept form, we need 2 things. We need our slope, which is our m, and b, which is our y-intercept, all right? So just like before, we still need our slope, so we're going to find our slope. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use our slope formula again. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, we can make either one of these x1, y1 and x2, y2. I just typically go with the first one, and then we go ahead and go m is equal to y2, 5 minus negative 4 over negative 3 minus 6. All right, now anytime I have this minus negative, That's a plus. So 5 plus 4 is 9. And negative 3 minus 6 is going to be negative 9. And 9 divided by negative 9 equals negative 1. So our slope is negative 1. All right. Now we have our m. We have this part of our equation. We didn't now find this part of our equation, which is b, in order to have the full equation. So what we're going to do is we are going to go over here, and we're just going to pick a point just like before. We could pick either one of these points. I'm going to start off with this one, 6 and negative 4, right? X is going to be 6, and y is going to be our negative 4. So what we're going to do is take this and substitute it into our equation, y here and x here, and our m, and then we're going to solve for b. So what we're going to do is substitute everything in. So y is negative 4, so we wind up with negative 4 is equal to m, which we know is negative 1, times 6 plus b. All right, now we have negative 4 is equal to negative 6 plus b. We add 6, and we wind up with 2 is equal to b. All right, so what is our equation? We have our m, our slope, and we have our b, which is our y-intercept. So our equation is just going to be y equals m, which is negative 1. You could put negative 1x or just negative x, plus 2. All right, now, as you can see, we have the two things, and we just substituted them right in. Right now, what if we would have used the other point? As you can see, we'll get the same exact answer. All right, we'll go ahead and plug these numbers in. We wind up with 5 is equal to m, which is negative 1, times negative 3 plus b. And then from here, we wind up with 5 equals 3 plus b minus 3 minus 3. You wind up with 2 equals b. All right, and there you go. We have our slope of negative 1, our b of 2, and our equation is y equals negative x plus 2. All right, now to me, this is my preferred method, but you know, it's up to you. I like this method mostly because most students always remember y equals mx plus b, and they don't remember the point slope form as much. But it's up to you. If you guys remember point slope form, you can use that method. If you like slope intercept form, you can use that method. They both work. They're both great methods. And hopefully this helped you guys. And guys, tune in for another video and leave a comment below on maybe another video you'd like to see, or anything in here that you would like me to maybe explain a little bit further. But guys, thanks again. See you next time. Later.